This is Angel and Dudley Mandy of Springbuck Horsemanship. We are a barn with Dudley, who is a specialist in training using the methods of natural horsemanship. Today he is, for the first time, teaching Angel, who's a yearling, to, we're building up to putting a saddle on her for the first time. What he's doing right now with the rope that he's using is desensitizing her to where the girth will eventually be. He's going to move her around with it so she gets accustomed to the feel of it. He's using a long rope. I'm not sure exactly how long right now. Probably a 20-foot rope is what it looks like.
She should be pretty good with this because of the fold imprinting that you use with the butt rope.
Yes. What Dudley is saying is that when Angel was born, as all the babies that are born here, they are usually pretty well desensitized because we use the foal imprinting from the day that they're born. We use a nice soft cotton rope to help them get used to it very early on as babies, so that when we introduce the halter to them, and then eventually are able to pony them alongside of their mothers while we're riding, it's not so foreign to them when he does this type of an exercise, in introducing them to what it will feel like to eventually have a cinch around their middle. And this is the first time for Angel to have this exercise done to her today. The objective is to use rhythm so that the horse becomes desensitized to it and not afraid of it. And you repeat until they begin to relax and realize that there's no danger to them.
Using a longer lead line to give the toes more drifting space.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do react and want to move with their feet in a hurry,
yes,
you've got more control with a longer line than you have with a shorter line.
Dudley's using the longer line so that if she does react, she is able to freely move away and know that she can move her feet and she can get away. And that's the surcingle. He's going to introduce that to her just by kind of tossing it at her feet. It can't hurt her. And he'll repeat until she just, yep. Always working both sides of the horse. He allows them to react, and you can see he's got her on a nice loose lead with plenty of rope in case she decides to pull back or try to flee and get away, which is the natural response. Yes. We always want them to, as Dudley says just now, stand willingly on their own, like she's doing now. And he doesn't try to hold her in place with force. He wants her to be a willing participant. She's doing pretty well for a first time. Side of the horse, we repeat to the other side of the horse. Horses are like people. They have a left side and a right side, and the difference between horses and people is that sometimes they don't know they have another side. If you only work on one side, they might be sensitive to whatever you're doing on the opposite side. So we have to show them that they can allow us to handle them either way. See how he allowed her the space. He didn't want, we aren't doing this with a saddle initially because we do not want a saddle to slip down underneath her and frighten her and have the saddle become a bad experience. So the surcingle is a great way to start introducing the cinch, because it's either going to stay on like it is or it's going to fall off like we just saw. And then you begin again. No harm to her. In training the horses, especially the young ones, or the problem horses, we want them all to have a pleasant experience. We don't want them to have anything silly happen to them that will stick in their minds and they'll associate it later on with a bad experience. Okay, now it's on securely. It's not going to come off like a saddle might, slipping down underneath her. And we expect her to move around. And I'm going to move out of the way in case she reacts, which wouldn't be unusual. And Dudley's going to keep her moving her feet. Very important. He'll go in one direction for a minute and then shortly he's going to ask her to change directions. Keep her mind occupied, give her a job to do. There we go. There we go. Now you expect some reaction. This is why this is all done without a rider and before the saddle. Changing directions again. Helps keep her mind on other things. Very nice. And the reward. We introduce the cinch very slowly, not over tightening, and then once again on the other side when we take it off. Very important, whatever you do on one side of the horse, you really should do on the other. That was a pretty good first day.